Tarbuck, of course, starts the episode drinking.
Yeah.
Ohio, minasan.
Ohio, minasan.
But this also
Ohio
means that I've
liners.
got. Hey, liners. I got nothing but coffee until the midpoint of the session. Yeah, because this was the only one within reach.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back. We had a 2-week sabbatical while we were all off going on fucking vacation and shit.
Nearly 3 weeks. If we do that again, we'll miss the anniversary.
What? Why?
I said if.
Don't take a 3-week break.
Yeah. No.
Oh! I thought you
I
said
say
we're
that-
going to, not.
I
if
say
we do
as
that.
though you were to be the one at fault instead of me.
You were only faulted for one, and that was needed. Everyone,
gone.
we had like there's a lot of shared blame amongst just the players, not me, obviously.
Yeah.
How do we start these? I don't even remember what game we're playing.
What the fuck? It's called
playing
command
command
line. Like you know on
Command
your
hearts.
computer. You know on your
No.
computer.
Yeah, like on one of these, I say, waving it around the screen.
Yeah, one of the yeah, that's the one.
One of those.
We start with the episode title and quote. That is how we start.
Okay, good. I'm glad someone can keep it straight.
Yeah, I've been the one keeping it straight since the beginning.
Someone's got to give me a read on this.
I read the last one and it was a lot, so someone else gets to go.
I'll do the recap. Ricardo, you do the read.
Okay, no problem. Act 3, Chapter 5, The First Spark. Despair and time eat away the bonds of iron and steel, but they are powerless against the habitual union of ideas. They can only tighten it still more, and on the soft fibers of the brain is founded the unshakable base of the soundest of empires.
Damn. Spooky.
I love scaring Tarbuck at the start of every session. With quotes from French people.
French people.
The French.
Apparently.
They didn't
I'm adding this to my.
They didn't invent nihilism, but they did perfect it.
That's sure true.
Tarbuck, come back from your reeling and follow through on that recap.
All right. So we start off in a garage. We have just dealt with the machinist. We've made some trades. He is upgrading some stuff for us.
Oh yeah. What does he have right now?
Everything of mine.
Yeah.
Your shield.
My shield. He's got at least a gun.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of post-it notes on the back of my character sheet that will tell me what, but I would have to knock all of the stuff off of my character sheet in order to read that.
I
He
understand.
has my acceleration boots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The speed legs.
Yeah.
You remember what you wanted added to those?
I believe I wanted them to cost less power. I think, or like no,
Yeah.
I think I wanted them to have. Yeah.
More efficient.
Yeah, more efficient.
Yeah.
Maybe once we get some extra legs, I should leave my legs with him. My 6 energy legs with him.
Make them easier to use. We could probably gank some shitty legs on the way back. Anyway. So we come out of that place and we're walking around and we are going towards the last place that we're just like heading out into the city. Okay.
Mhm.
And then a guy very suspiciously sneaks up and puts a piece of paper in our hand without us realizing, and it's like, you guys are also free like me. You should go to this place and like it gives me the piece of paper, and we verbally confirm that we are in fact free off of the out of the program. We're rebellious citizens.
Yeah.
And then he disappears, and then everybody trusts him to be telling the truth and that this is not a trap for some reason. And we just go directly to the place, walking by corpses of humans and brain in a jar converts. Citizens, or that is to say, people who have their real selves put into cog bodies.
Yeah.
And we still don't think anything of it for the most part. We're like, oh, this is probably a trap, but we're just carrying on. And we walk up to the facsimile of a bunker that has a giant knight sitting on top of it. And that giant knight is
in the middle of Central Park.
In the middle of Central Park, mind you. That giant knight is like the worst turbo fascist.
Yeah.
And merely the fact that he is asking us philosophical questions immediately makes all the players really interested in him and like him as a character. Even though he's the worst possible guy, we're just really happy to be talking about philosophy again. And we try to dialogue boss our way through it, and it doesn't work because he thinks that hope is the kind of thing that invalidates your existence.
Yeah.
And then, as inevitable, we don't go to fight him. We all chill out, sit down, kneel, whatever. And he's like, well, stand up and fight me. And I'm like, no, you're going to have to break your code if you want to fight. Because I'm not going to fight.
If you believe your code so much, I will not make it convenient for you to fight me.
Yeah. And then, not willing to die on principle, as soon as he swings, I jet into action. Because I'm once I've won the moral high ground, then I get to kill him actually. We have a very big fight in which we manage to take 2 solid chunks out of the guy.
Yeah.
We immediately take his gravity manipulator, and then we pull his engine out right after that.
Yeah.
And he's like, at some point during this sequence, he's like, at least tell me your serial numbers, which, concerningly, Jack Efron does without flinching, just immediately, and then nobody says anything, even though it's really weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't remember that, but that's weird.
That's why I'm flagging it again here in the recap. This is specifically why I wanted to do it do the recap, is to flag this particular detail.
Oh, what?
Think about how weird that is.
Why did he do that?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
You get to ponder that going into the beginning of the session. Except, I hope you did your homework, because I sure didn't, thinking about how, as soon as we kill this guy, and we find out that the bunker was fake, because obviously this was a trap, only not obviously because we didn't pick up on it.
I picked up on it. I picked up on it, and I said, well, whatever this is, either someone really wants us to be here or really doesn't, and I'm curious. Yeah.
But that I just want to flag that is meaningfully distinct from, this is definitely a trap.
Yes.
Sheila gets really messed up. Sheila gets down to 1 HP.
I get really messed up.
Danny does.
Danny gets really messed up. Gets down to 1 HP. There's a lot of hot swapping going around, and that's not code. There's several exchanges of parts, and eventually at the end of this, we're like, "Hey, Danny, why don't you take all of this sweet gear we liberated off of this corpse?"
Liberated.
Yeah, and then as we're outfitting him with the spoils of his win, we get a call on the radio of some person who's like, "Hey, I want to meet. Where are you gonna be?" There's got to be some, and then we were like, don't just say a location. We need to, know what's up and where to go.
Yeah. We'll like figure out some sort of code
Yeah.
for how to link up.
And then 3 weeks went by where we were out of session, and we all said we were going to talk about it between sessions, and we never did.
Yeah.
And I was like, earlier today, I was saying, I know what a Diffie-Hellman key exchange is. We could probably work out a system of getting to a place and like exchanging a code without both needing the code in a way that can't be intercepted by the other people, in a way where we could communicate that over the radio, because this is an open channel.
Yeah.
And, well, I just didn't do that either, because I was working on stuff.
Now, Tarbark, here's a question.
Yes.
Diffie, what now?
Real.
You know the S on at the end of HTTPS?
Yeah.
It's that. It's how that gets initiated. How do you start a cryptography between me and you without a middle guy messing it up?
Okay.
That's how.
You'll definitely need to say more, but I'm with you.
Tarbuck doesn't remember how it works.
I remember a metaphor for how it works, and I remember the literal of how it works. Like, you use an elliptic key cryptography, and then I have there's a pair of codes, and like that's the like literal implementation. And then there's also a metaphor about like having like glasses of water with dye in them, and like you mix them together and you pass them back and forth, and then we have the same code, but neither of us has the complete thing.
Okay.
But there is a way where if I remembered all the details, we would be able to do that to this person right now.
Uh-huh.
And that's the middle part that I don't have.
Okay.
So we're stuck now.
Yeah.
Now my best idea is to say, well, just tell us what sector you're in. They'll lock it down, but we'll get around it anyway because we're really cool, and then we'll figure it out from there.
My thought was to like give him a riddle.
Yeah, that would be really cool if we had any culture in common at all.
Yeah, we don't really have any culture in common. That is the problem about giving him a riddle.
Yeah, you can't write about the seasons or flowers. You can't give them a haiku.
They don't know what stars are.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or rather, they think that stars are a shape.
Yeah.
And if we like, they wouldn't even know any old world thing, and even if they did, the surveillance people would find out as well, because they existed before this was a thing.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, whatever riddle you can give that one guy can solve by himself, the police state definitely can solve.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty big problem. So my next idea is that we try to do some kind of demonstration in public.
Right.
Like we hit a checkpoint or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we tell them, like, I don't know, like spray something into the air at that time, and then we'll use our time stop legs to go get you.
Yeah.
Before you can be sniped.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's a terrible idea.
I'm thinking, okay, the idea I was starting to have at the end of last session, but then we were like, no, let's just do this later. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. We're all really tired now. It will be a worse idea.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I was looking for is like, okay, what if, and this ties into something that I want to I want to do just anyway is basically set up or like create, maybe not like graffiti, but some sort of just like visual display.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we make enough of them, we can like attempt to triangulate, like we can give a clue to them over the radio that's like, okay, triangulate our position based on where these our signs are.
I think I have a better idea, and the better idea is like a dead drop transmitter, where we get this guy to just write his physical location or like some meeting place or something like that down on a piece of paper, cloth, scratch it into the side, doesn't matter, and put that on a rooftop in whatever sector he's in, and then we go there, and then when it is time for that to happen, he bounces a radio signal off of it, or like sets it off as like a transponder beeping thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go get it faster than they can go get it.
Sure.
Literally, I think this is our best shot.
I'll tell you this. That's kind of his plan.
Okay.
Although his plan's a little louder.
We killed Quickman. What are the odds they have somebody as fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this has all been like metagaming in case you can come up with something better. But
Yeah.
I think you have basically defaulted to his plan.
Okay.
Which is going to be a little different. So setting the scene.
Yeah, we're on the radio with him, and I was talking, I think, and I was saying something like, "Well, what's your idea? Because we weren't expecting to actually contact anybody not in person, and whatever we say, they can hear."
I think they would tell you, we don't have long to plan, but I have something in the works. I could see you. You can see me tomorrow on the 6 o'clock news. When you see me there, I need you to come help me.
We can get into wherever it is that you're gonna be. Tell us what borough you're in, and they're gonna lock it down as soon as you say the word. But we'll get in anyway.
That might interfere with his plan, though.
I mean, maybe, but
I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk the plan, but know that you will see me. You'll have.
Do I know a borough? Do I know a borough of New York? A borough of New York where we don't have a contact who stays there. So not where the machinist is, not where the market is.
Oh, what's like the north side of Manhattan called?
Fuck it, Soho.
No, that's kind of where we actually started the game.
I just picked one. Fine,
like
the garment district.
I mean, I'm not saying
call it that, but
I'm not saying you can't. We can't say we're
I'm
at
just
Soho.
picking stuff.
I know.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is that he tells you, I'm gonna do something that they can't help but make a story about. I'm gonna rely on you guys to get me out of the situation I'll find myself in.
There's only so fast we're going to be able to get across town, man. But
you can't give us any clue?
If I do, they'll head me off before I can get anything done.
Okay.
This is a terrible idea. I actually think this would be better in reverse. If we like hit a checkpoint and you see us and send a radio signal off of a transponder where you left a meeting place scratched onto the side of it, and we just get to the transponder faster than they can.
I think that the line has gone dead at this point. Like they had to leave.
Gotcha. All right. Well, should have said that sooner.
Oh yeah, let's reread the tenets. It's been
Yeah.
a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Solve problems with conversation before violence. Say it out loud. Nothing is clear. Act quickly. Those are our 3.
Well, in terms of the say it out loud, you guys might want to start. Here's what I'll say. That signal, you could tell what direction it was from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would have been cool to know.
I mean, you have a direction. You have like a compass heading. You're central in the city right now. Like you're in the center of the city.
Yeah.
That narrows it down a little bit.
You guys aren't spread out enough to where you just like knew their location instantly, but they're going to be moving somewhere else. But also, you guys were broadcasting back, so your location has been sent out there.
Oh, sure. Okay.
He said tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
He?
Yeah.
Was it he?
That was a he.
Okay. I didn't know if I was just projecting that or... Yeah. Okay.
Divine DM confirmation. Character uses he, him.
Character uses he, him, indeed.
Mm.
I'll say that they were east of you. I don't know if you want to go towards them or away from them, because where they're at, security's going up.
Gotcha. If
That would
security is
be-
going up there...
Yeah, I was going to say, that would be a way that you could try to narrow down where they're at, because you could just keep going in that direction until you hit security.
Yeah, kind of going with your plan of tell us where you are, they'll lock it down, but we'll know where you are.
Yeah.
Which is already seeming to be, is happening on its own, which we can attempt to follow.
Okay. We don't have long before forces start moving on. In fact, we should already be running in that direction.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So we're running directly towards that as we're having this conversation.
Yeah. You're dashing through the woods
Mm-hmm.
right now. Ricardo, how fast are you?
Dashing through the woods, loaded up the sleigh.
I was gonna sing it. I was going to sing it.
I heard the first few notes of it, and I was waiting. I was waiting for it. Yeah, Ricardo, how quick are you moving? You're pretty encumbered.
I thought he has the thing that makes it so he's not encumbered.
Yeah, I thought I had ease of it.
You do.
But you're still heavy.
You are still you have no apparent weight, but you have plenty of mass.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Going around trees is hard.
going around trees is a little hard. You do have what are your legs?
The gyroscopic stabilization system.
Okay, so you have like those heavy legs.
Mm-hmm.
And you have anti-gravity and gyroscopes. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just full control.
Well, immunity to falling damage is really handy when you get to decide what down is.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe you're actually moving the fastest.
Yeah, just falling into trees and then jumping off them, falling into other ones.
I was imagining you just fall above the trees.
Mm.
You could go at terminal velocity if you want.
That's way too conspicuous.
Yeah, just a fucking meteor flying like 200 feet above the ground, directly horizontal.
It's really funny to imagine.
If we had thought about it, we could have had Ricardo do that immediately.
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm just wondering, how are you moving, Ricardo? Are you just like bouncing from tree to tree, trying to keep up with these two?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'll say that
think-
you can.
Mhm.
I'll say that you can keep up with them, but like, you know.
Yeah, I'm
it's a little
getting used to
clunky.
it. I'm getting used to it. Yeah.
The voice on the radio said tomorrow or tomorrow, like right?
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
6 p.m. 6 o'clock news.
Okay,
They have a clock.
yeah. Well, why would you change the clock?
Because you don't need it.
Curfews.
Sure.
Curfews.
The clock was invented to control people, Simon. We all.
I know
this.
that. I know this. Okay, I know this.
We all watched that one video.
Yeah. Okay. One of us is gonna have to put that in the comments because people are gonna think that we're just like saying shit.
Big conspiracy.
It's called Work
Yeah.
by Historia Civilis. I'm
Mhm.
amazed that I remembered that offhand. The video,
So am I.
the video is called Work, period, and the channel is called Historia Civilis.
Important video.
Yeah,
Big liner video right there.
Hmm.
I have to add it to the reading list now.
Yeah, because there's no point in counting time by minutes in the ancient world.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to control people.
Yeah, but a human is really good at knowing how long a 64th of a day is. So that's how they measured time. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's been like as long as one of those."
60. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody did shit in half hours. Like half hour. They didn't call them half hours. They just like felt that that the amount of time that we determine is a half hour has passed.
who's going the slowest?
Jack, what are your legs?
Emergency accelerators.
Okay, so probably me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I also have 12 armor.
I
I'm
could
doing
be-
pretty good.
I could be like throttling the time slow, but I don't know if I could if I would make up for how much time I slowed with how much overheating I'd be doing.
How
You know what I mean?
How much power do you have?
I have 3 power, but I can overheat to get to 6
Mm-hmm.
to power my legs.
Mm-hmm.
After which, that I take that action, I would immediately be an overheat because that's what the legs do. I could just be throttling my like overcharging my system like that
Yeah. I think
over and over again.
I think that you're definitely not last. You're probably first.
Okay, if I do that, you mean I can be doing that?
What I'll say is that your legs are just naturally faster.
Okay,
You don't need
they
to
are
be
just fast legs as well.
You don't need to, in combat they need 6 power to work, but outside of that, they're the fast legs.
Okay, I understand.
So Ricardo's probably pulling up rear.
No problem.
Ricardo, roll connection.
Boy. Oh boy.
Assist.
Okay, let me check if any of these give me connection. Nope. I have +5 and I still roll low.
It's still rolling 8.
we love being 90 with these rolls.
All right. Yeah, nothing bad comes of that.
Yet. ...
Yet. ... Indeed.
Yeah. The yet was not said, but completely felt.
Yeah. You guys make it out of to the edge of the edge of Central Park.
Cool.
now on the east side. You want to
Okay,
just
so they're east.
yeah side. The whatever passes for east in a city that that exists on a planet without a magnetic field anymore.
Man,
Oh,
they went
that's
that fucking
bad.
crazy, huh?
There's at least way too much interference to pick it up.
Sure.
Okay.
But no, you were outside the city before. Yeah, there's no magnetic field anymore.
Goddamn, that's crazy.
Okay.
My
How do you do that? How do you do that?
my jaw is on the floor.
I know how you do that, and that's
How do you-
bad news.
How do you do? I mean, oh, I figured it out. I got there. Man,
Yeah,
that's
there's a
fucked up.
couple of ways you can do it, and they're all terrible.
And the one that immediately came to mind for me is, you empty all the iron and cobalt from the Earth's core.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah!
Iron and cobalt, things you make computers out of.
Yes.
For those unaware.
Yeah.
Things you make
Another
cogs
one
out of.
that Another
Mhm.
one that sucks is the passage of time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just becomes demagnetized.
Also, if the core isn't spinning,
Uh-huh. If the core stops spinning, that's a problem. If
Mhm.
if the core has gone cold, that's a big problem. There are also ways to do it with magnets, like if you're harvesting the magnetic field out in your
Yeah.
area
Okay.
as a source of energy. That's also like, it would be hard to do that, but it is possible.
Yeah.
I'll say that the Earth isn't hollow, but there's no magnetic field. The city's not that big. You can't hollow out the Earth.
Yeah. That's true.
Not even the entire city has that kind of manpower.
But hey, if you at home want a sick as fuck idea for a sci-fi setting,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hollow Earth, artificially hollowed Earth.
Yeah. I'm going to assume that this is related to how the Earth started spinning more when we were in the past. And so if the rotation has halted,
Oh.
it is because of the reversal of this effect.
Smart.
The spheres no longer move.
Good quote. Yeah, you're on the edge of the woods.
Who's that from?
I no longer remember. I have it in my head, but it's,
Hmm.
the source is lost.
Damn. Continue.
Okay, you guys reach the edge of the 100-acre woods, the central park. How are you gonna get through the town part?
Rooftops has been our usual mode. Are we still? We still have like clothes on that conceal us, right?
That's not gonna conceal you if you're flying.
Correct. I'm not flying.
Yeah, but you are faster than a car.
Sure.
Okay. Regroup near the tree line.
Yeah, you group. You're there. Done.
Okay. It's not bordered here. There's no like fence or anything like that. You can just walk into the forest if you wanted to.
I mean,
Unless they
there's-
built one.
There is a wall. There's a wall in actual Central Park in most places, but
Is that true? I don't think that's true.
there's a lot of like gates and stuff, or like cliffs.
There were walls at
Yeah.
like some. There are some like natural and unnatural barrier, but I feel like for the most
Changes in
part,
elevation.
you can walk. There's like a sidewalk around the perimeter that has many junctions in and out. They could have,
Yeah,
Well,
those are fenced
There's a
up
wall
now,
now.
but not very.
Right.
It's just not. It's made to tell people don't go this way. It's not a keep people out who want to get in. No one
Sure.
wants to get in.
on the way in, we must have hopped one of these fences or walls or whatever,
You went through one
and
and
just yeah.
Yeah.
just like ripped a gate open.
Yeah, I recall that now.
I thought we went over it, but whatever. Okay. We could. There's going to be some opportunity where there's not a cog in sight directly, and I'm sure every inch of everywhere is under surveillance. But we could just like hop it and like chill walk.
Yeah. After, we presumably have some time until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we don't need, we can be in cover mode.
Yeah, let's say it's 6 o'clock right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have until tomorrow.
Okay.
I imagined it was about nighttime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's day night.
There's not, but it's always nighttime.
Yep.
There's
Sky's always
beginning
black.
of workday and or beginning of when you're allowed to be out. The period between curfews. There we go.
Yeah.
We haven't yet
Okay.
assigned a NPC dialogue to be like, why do they even like only let us out sometimes? I don't get it.
Question: have y'all ever like experienced curfew? By the way, like
No.
like actual like
Not
state
like-
curfew.
COVID-19?
Yeah, there was like COVID stuff, but other than that, no.
Were those curfew? I never experienced a curfew from that.
It was probably different by state.
It was, if you go out, you will be arrested.
Yeah, that happened here.
What?
Yeah, that's what happens when you go past curfew.
And if you tried to leave a state
For-
border, they would arrest you.
For COVID?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you not remember that?
What? I don't no. I don't remember it because I feel like it didn't happen. What? I don't know about this.
Then you got really lucky, because if you didn't know that, you could have run afoul of it.
I mean, I wasn't going to. I was big lockdown mode, but like, what the fuck? That's weird.
Uh-huh. That's why all the that's why all the worst people were accidentally right about this one aspect of this one thing.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
Through no merit of their own.
Broken clock.
Broken clock.
Drawing of a
indeed.
clock. If you misset a clock, it can just be wrong forever.
Yeah, drawing of a clock. That's a good way.
Drawing
to
of
put
a clock.
Mm.
Anyway. So
Basically, I'm asking,
I mean-
are you going through the city loud or quiet?
quiet.
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 We
So-
don't need to go loud. We have convincing enough disguises.
Yeah.
We have disguises that fool cogs. That's all.
Basically.
Did that one time when they were like, "Oh, citizen, is there a problem here?" Not citizen.
Did they say
probably-
to citizen?
They didn't.
I don't know. I don't remember.
They didn't.
Okay. All right. How long do we think the machinist needs to fix our stuff? Because that was my other concern.
Did he give us a time frame, Roma?
It's only been like 12 hours. So,
Right. So probably
yeah,
longer
so
than
that's-
that.
yeah.
What I was going for is, Guy said tomorrow at 6 o'clock. How much do we think the guy, our boy, the machinist, is going to get done in that amount of time? Probably.
He might
Not
complete
enough.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like one thing per day, basically.
Okay. He's got 3 things, so that works out. All right. Well, that moves that off the table for a little while. We'll just have to do without.
Are you going to try to track down the source of that radio signal?
Yeah, that is the direction that I was still headed in, is towards where the signal is. Presumably he's mobile already.
Yeah, and
But
fleeing.
yeah,
And
trying trying to find our way to the epicenter of trying to find, okay, where are they locking down? What direction was this thing from? Yeah.
Ideally, like a building that they're sweeping.
Yeah. I think if you start walking, as you start walking along, there's at first there's like some people around for the first few minutes, but they seemingly have like they have a good sense of when patrols are going to start coming out, and people start to like duck in to their buildings or like to residences around here. Places here are a little less run down. Their buildings are a little taller here in this part of the city. There's still like trash in all the gutters, etc. But there's not cars blocking every street, or like cars that have been like stripped to nothing. Yeah. Up ahead, you can see where, like a, this isn't like a checkpoint. Like it's not a big standing checkpoint. But there has been like a pair of those like black trucks, those black like squad trucks, parked in the road, and like there's some cogs standing around it, to like form a wall. It looks like they have like blocked off like a couple blocks of the city in the direction that you're headed. There's a telescreen nearby you.
What's it say?
It says, the news on it catches your eye. It says, we've received many reports of rogue broadcasts being picked up by radio in the last few hours. On those broadcasts is the voice of a leader of rogue citizens, broadcasting his so-called ideology illegally to tempt good men and women into helping his foul cause. Remember that no matter what he says, he will lie to you to get what he wants. You hear his voice coming through your radio, immediately turn it off and report the incidents to one of your nearest secure landline. No need to dial, simply pick up the receiver and we will listen to what you have to say.
I like the use of the term telescreen, by the way.
That's simply I forgot the word telescreen until I reread that book.
Yeah. It's an important word.
Yup.
It means something very specific.
Do your homework, kids. So, all right. Did either of you pick out any useful details from that?
If you pick up a phone and speak into it, someone's always listening.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you've made a call or not, someone's always listening.
Yeah.
That was the last thing that was said, so that was the most recent thing in my mind. He will lie to get what he wants. Which, of course that's what the liars say about someone.
Okay, who do we think they're trying to cast as the leader? Us or the person who was... Because I was doing most of the talking on the broadcast.
I wonder. Yeah, because they mentioned us as rogue
Citizens.
robots, as rogue citizens. They did not tie one to the other. So I think it's this guy. Because that's... they didn't come to Central Park. They came here.
Yeah, and that guy is the one who's making the biggest move.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Yeah, by making the call. We're simply receiving a call.
Okay. If security is up in that direction, do you think we should? I mean, I kind of want to send Danny because he has the easiest time getting out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I had a thought of like maybe we could pick off smaller patrols, just as like just for fun, just because fuck them.
Okay. There needs to be a way for us to get some kind of heading here, because waiting around until tomorrow's 6 o'clock is going to be a real bad idea. Oh
Yeah.
shit! We also need a place to stay through the curfew.
Yes.
What are our ideas for that? We got try to find another market. That's one. That's it. That's all I've got.
Just enter some building that we saw someone enter beforehand, and be like, "Hey, we're staying here. Don't fucking worry about it."
Yeah, we haven't been inside like housing at all.
Yeah.
That's true.
You think there might be like public housing?
Hmm.
Like I feel like the idea of like personal property for like most citizens might be kind of like eroded.
Yeah.
That's probable. Okay.
For the record, citizens are citizens, denizens are denizens.
Citizens and denizens. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you live here, but we are citizens. Yeah.
Hmm.
Important distinction.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A cog approaches you from the blockade.
Mm-hmm.
It like marches up towards you.
Mm-hmm.
While you guys are like hashing this out, it says, and it tells you, well, actually, I'm making a roll for it.
Okay. Oh, shit.
You guys got a lot of shit on you right now.
Yep.
Oh wait, is it capital R?
No, lowercase.
Lowercase.
Yeah.
Write it.
Common R.
Okay. It's rolling connection, so it's bad at that. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
Really, just kicking Ricardo while they're down.
Pain.
They approach you and they like are repeating like an automated phrase that they've been saying over by the barricade with like disperse to your homes, denizens, disperse to your home, denizens, report for an early curfew in this sector. And then like when he gets within like halfway across the street to you, it stops speaking and it like begins blaring an alarm.
Okay. Okay.
Hey. I grab Sai. Sorry, I grab Sheila. I grab Jack, and I make gravity. Down.
Remember that only applies to you.
Oh God, really?
Yep.
What I was gonna do is fever and be over there.
You gonna use the arm on this guy?
I mean, I could.
You go for the arm. Go for the arm.
I guess we probably. What's his arm part?
I'll say that his head is currently blaring an alarm.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do, I fever.
I don't know if this will keep you in stealth, by the way.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, is it? I mean, I feel like if he starts blaring an alarm, we're cooked anyway.
try to end your time stop inside a building that we have line of sight to,
Yeah, sure.
and we'll just disperse over to that.
Okay, I can make that work. Yeah. So I fever to power my flash steps to stop time.
Yeah.
I use my scissors to cut this thing's head in half, like diagonally.
Yeah, you're just trying to kill it, right?
Just like snip.
All right.
On
Whatever
the way
parts-
through, on the way to a door, right? Like
Yeah,
like a side swipe.
sure.
Because if you don't say that, you're just gonna end your turn in the street, and then
But
we're
I'm
all
not
fucked.
though, because I have more things to say.
Okay.
Yeah. I can make you roll, but it feels unnecessary.
Mhm.
Yes. He is barely moving.
Yeah.
Rather, it is barely moving. I don't want to give this thing personhood.
Good practice. They are a cog.
Yeah.
Do we have to fight the dice cog too?
One day.
Yeah, so I do that. And then I guess I'd attempt to identify the best building around and just duck in there.
Okay. Describe it. Describe a building. Pick a building and describe it.
Probably like not a super high rise, maybe like 6 or 7 stories, but very long. Several boarded up windows, kind of got like a brown brick classic look to it.
Mm-hmm. What floor do you want to stop on?
3. Floor 3.
Floor 3. All right. Yeah, I think
That's the number.
I think you like you other two don't even really see this happen.
But what you do hear a door slam closed, so you know where I went.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think you just like smash through the door.
Okay.
But like one moment Sheila is there and that cog is approaching you, starts with an alarm, and then like a split second later there's like a flash of lightning across like the entire path that Sheila goes. Where it like ends on the 3rd floor, like all the windows that are boarded up, like there's a flash from inside of them up until the 3rd floor, and the cog is like its head has been demolished, and then it just like starts falling over.
I think that's a pretty clear follow me.
I think those other the cogs in that barricade start to mobilize. Sheila.
Yeah, what's up?
There you ran past some people to get up here.
Okay, well, sure.
There's a let's say that there's a couple in the stairway. By a couple,
Yeah.
I mean like there's a man and a woman in the stairway.
Yeah.
And the floor that you're on, there's one room that's like stuffed full of things. There's two. I imagine this stairwell. There's like two bedrooms basically on either side.
Okay.
Or, like to go into. One of them is like filled with junk, like literally hoarder level filled with junk to the door. And I think the other one has like a small kid inside.
Oh.
In like a little hovel with like a fire and a fire pit. Fireplace.
I'd like to politely close that door.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just like I stop there and I look I see that?
Yeah, there's like a kid in their pajamas.
I'll just close that. I'll close that very politely.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you try to pull the door open, or did you run straight through it?
The door at the front?
To the front of the building.
Yeah, to the front of the building.
I would have liked to open and close it, as to not leave a gaping hole as to our whereabouts.
I suspect that interferes with the time stop thing, in that trying to pull it open causes it to like explode outwards or something.
Yeah, like you're going too fast.
Huh.
But that works for us because the optics are, they don't know if you came into the building or out of the building.
Okay.
Boys, you're sitting there. You got some cogs that are angry.
Presumably I'm overheated.
Your legs make you overheat, right?
Stop time, then overheat.
Stop time
is
then
what it
overheat.
says.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, as I'm catching my breath, I close the door gently.
Yeah, as the hallway gets a lot hotter all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You're not used to venting that much heat indoors.
Mm-hmm. It's the first time I fevered.
Boys, do you want to pick who goes next?
Okay, I have a question, right?
Yeah.
Even if my modification only works for me,
Mhm.
right? Am I not like strong enough to lift Havoc or lift Jack?
I think you could. You have to like physically hold them,
Yeah.
and like you have to be heavier than them, but you're heavier than both of them.
Yeah. Do you wanna zip zoom out of here?
Let's get. How much danger do we want to put that family in? Top of that building, I guess.
Yeah, what I'll say is that you could probably float with one of them in your hands. Like you could float upward and over. But you can't like, and if you have two of them in your hands, you could probably like float down slowly.
Like Peach.
Yeah, like Pete. If you have none of them in your hands, you could fall upward.
Crazy. I cannot believe we found the Morrowind fucking potion that makes you better at making potions glitch to let you fly around the world. Not glitch, but exploit. Everything is working as intended.
Morrowind is a heavy systems-based game.
Yeah.
There were no fine tunings. They were just numbers.
All right. Well, I get to be surprised as you go to do this.
Yeah, I do it.
Jack up bridal style.
I scoop Jack up bridal style.
Good. We need to give the shippers something to feed on.
Yeah.
They're crack ships.
I really like the vision of the red scarf like blowing the trail behind us as we do this like long single arc jump up to the top of this roof.
Like Shinobi.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you land up there with a skid. I think your arms are kind of taken. Unless you have a gun, you want to use it.
Like I have a gun, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure, I want to use it. No, we don't want to use it. We don't want to use it.
All right.
The priority is like getting to that person and not killing callers right now.
Yeah, not getting caught up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you land up on that roof with a skid. Simon described it as a taller building. So
not like a super like 6 or 7 stories, not like a 20-story high rise.
Yeah, I'm taking that to mean it's taller than the other ones around it.
Yeah, I guess if it's not in the middle of Manhattan, that's probably true.
I think you can see like a block over, like just like not in the block you're on, just past that to the next one, in the direction you're headed. There's a building, and there's like spotlights and drones around it, and there is like a fire coming from like a high up window that has been like blown out. And there's a lot of like cogs swarming at the base of it, and like drones going around it. Yeah, there's more to see over there, but that's what you get from here.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I can't meaningfully get around without Ricardo.
I mean, you're on the roof. Ricardo has moved your character for you.
Okay. And we're on the roof of a taller building, so I could start making my way in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going loud, you can just run across rooftops. That's kind of not a problem for you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get up to. All right. There's drones. Okay. I want to get into a reasonable shooting range of one of those drones, and when I get there, I will decide if I'm shooting a drone or if there's something else.
Something else to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you'll get closer for now, and we'll do a little bit of regrouping for everyone else. But like, yeah, you make it to the end, like the end of your block, and go like down a few, and Jack, make a connection roll because you're on the lookout for stuff.
My last line before I jump off the roof in that direction is to Danny saying, "Wait for Sheila. The quick treads are too fast. You can move more quietly." And then I'm just off the roof.
Okay. Message received.
Yeah. All right. Connection roll.
You're just trying to get a lowdown of the environment.
Yeah.
Or lowdown of the sitch. 18. All right, that's a pretty good roll for looking at stuff. So I'm gonna give you it's this sparks a memory from within you. You look up at the the burning building, and standing inside of the room that is burning, you can see like like an apartment turned into a little workshop. And standing inside of that is like a large hog with like red armor.
Whoa.
And like red like bulbous armor. And they are like wading through the fire and like trying to look for they're like looking around, stomping out fire, and trying to find like evidence in the room, or like trying to find a lead, I guess. They're like flipping through all the rubble. They have like a big blast mark on them, but they look totally unharmed.
Okay. That's a boss. I'm gonna take a poll. Do we want to engage a robot master?
How are we doing on health? On armor?
I'm good. I'm at 14 and 15.
12
Shout
here.
out.
I have 13.
I think we're in decent shape. I mean, I still only have the one weapon, but that's probably gonna be normal for
Do I need
a little bit.
name where you heard that from, by the way? Do I need a name where you got that description from?
Yes.
I think you do, yes.
Those guys that you talked to in session 1 who you busted in on their game, one of them mentioned citizens and said, I mean, I've seen a citizen before, and he described this citizen that you see before you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Red and bulbous. Okay. All right. Um. You know. Hmm. I could shoot him from here.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a big target.
He's a big target.
I mean,
Is big and red.
I mean, if you want, you can just kind of shoot the room, but like you're at a big range.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
The rings have been taken.
Yeah. Man, I need to be more decisive. Okay. I feel like at least give me one piece of input on this. That gonna shoot him is my vibe. Does anybody think this is a worse idea than just waiting for him to collect evidence?
No.
I mean, like,
I'd
we
ask,
could
what's your
destroy-
goal? What's your goal?
Kill him. Stop him
I
from
w-
finding something.
I want the evidence to be destroyed by the fire faster than he can find it, and if I shoot him, then I distract him for longer.
Yeah.
That is my thought. Although I do have a different button to push real quick, which is, you know what? I'm gonna take a second and line up the shot. Does lining up a shot like this at all improve my chances later if I do not take it now? If I just like have a bead on this guy and I'm like getting steady, I'm digging in. I'm trying my best sniper situation.
Okay. I'll give you advantage. I'll just give you advantage on your next shot that you do,
Okay.
as long as you don't like move or get jumped or something.
Yeah. All right. So this can still go wrong if one of those drones gets attracted to me. But as I'm lining up this shot, I'm sending out over the transmitter. What does the book say about our friend with the radio?
I consult. I consult. I consult.
Very good. Very good.
What's
All
the
right.
biggest threat to him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do the book say?
Yeah. Okay. The biggest threat to him right now, at this exact moment. I think the book would give you like. It doesn't give you like just a noun. It gives you like a phrase. It would say, being intercepted by an exterminator cog. By an exterminator rail cog.
Damn.
Okay.
He's like.
So he's nowhere close to here. Is what?
Yeah. He went down. It sounds like.
Yeah. All right. We went in the wrong direction.
But we're not trying to find him necessarily. Well, I mean, we kind of are. But you know.
Yeah. Jack, I think you see, like, there's like an alley down
Mhm.
below that window that's like been blown out with like a bomb
Mhm.
or whatever, or like an explosion.
Mhm.
Yeah, down below it there is like a subway access that has been like crashed through.
Mm.
Like it's blown inward.
Interesting.
Okay. All right.
Maybe-
So what I'm assembling right here is that I think he blew his way into the subway first and then set a trap in his own apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And then when this guy came a knocking, that trap went off and it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we're going to get anything out of this building here. We might be able to talk to the humans around here and get some info, but I don't think so.
Yeah, do we not just want to follow a guy up through the hole?
Well, we would want a different access point, I think.
This one is
Because-
very hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it hot in the sense of has too much attention on it. I think we're gonna want to go like 5 blocks down and take an access point there.
And maybe while we're down there, cause some trouble, because that would take attention away from him.
Yeah. That's a case where if we make noise in the wrong direction, it is to his benefit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's the plan, pick a direction.
Yeah, who wants to assume leader role?
Not me. I kind of have a different plan at the moment, but
Okay.
I'll catch up.
I nominate Ricardo. Danny, you're now team leader.
Yeah, you're at least team leader for this op because
Highly mobile.
Because tanks do it.
yeah,
Tanks
tanks get
do
it done.
Okay. Well, first we need to find out what the direction of the line underground is. So yeah, I agree. Let's find a way down into the subway, away from here. And let's find out where it connects, and so go down to the subway, find out where our line connects to his line that he would have gone to, and then we could go from there.
All right. Give me an arbitrary direction.
Yeah, this is what I was asking for.
Okay.
North, south, east, west. Go.
South.
South. All right. Done. Sheila. Well, you guys are broadcasting this, right?
I mean, at this point, we probably would have called out. You think?
Well, okay. So the question was, what's the biggest threat? And you relayed to me an exterminator cog, and
Which I think, because I said it out loud, I could relay to you guys, means he's underground.
yeah. So if that's the case, I don't think we should all right. So what I would say, what I'm transmitting is we should pick an access point a couple blocks down from him somewhere, or from here somewhere, and use that and make some noise, and or try to find the guy, and I'm like, now I want to reflavor that.
Here, I have a way to let's pass a little time, and then that will instigate flavor. Sheila.
Yeah.
Your overheat finishes.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be back to your move. But what is happening is, while you were overheating, I imagine you were in a stairway, or in the stairway, because you can't really move while you're overheating.
Yeah.
And that family has run past you and gone into their room with that kid.
Mm-hmm.
While that was happening, and then your overheat runs out, and you get to stand up. And when you do that, you can see down on the floor below you, and you can hear them coming. There is a line. There's a line of those cogs coming up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I fever again?
Yeah. There's no rule against that.
Okay. I fever. I have 6 energy.
Hmm.
Activate my time stop power. I want to look at this room full of junk.
Yeah.
Classic Sheila move of, I'm not going to do the thing I should do right now. I'm going to do something else.
I think that there's like a lot of like furniture that has been like basically thrown into here, and like maybe like a lot of half finished or like half picked apart objects. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for like easily manipulatable raw material.
So like
Mercury,
Fabric or sheet metal or paper.
There's like I imagine there's like a lot of wood furniture in here. I mean, there might be like a pile of blankets. I don't know what you have planned.
How many are in a pile?
Let's say the pile's as tall as your head.
How much of that can I fit in my storage?
Okay, so you stop time. By the way, when you stop time, this room has been, you've been venting all the heat out, and like I think you're like melting the paint on the walls. Like that's how much heat there is.
Damn.
And like when you fever again and then start your and then stop time, I think that like flash freezes everything.
Cool.
And like as you're like stepping into the room, you know, it's not stopped time. It's like you're just moving really, really fast. I'd say you could have like, I don't know, like an entire bed, like queen sized bedspread in your storage. Like whatever you get at a hotel when you sleep on a queen.
Not like a laundry hamper's worth?
That's at least a laundry hamper's worth.
Okay, a thing that I do and that I think everybody should do anytime they go to a hotel or a motel is at the end of your stay, you strip the bed. You like pull the sheet and all of that stuff off, and you just like separate it into a pile on top of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's about a hamper's worth when you do this.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's like a sheet, an undersheet, a comforter, a bunch of pillows. You know.
Yeah. You know, as much as I can get, I'll get it. It is
I don't know why you want this, so
that's true. You don't.
Okay.
I love this. I love this. This is great.
I feel like I said enough to clue into my intent. I was looking for raw material.
Done. You have it?
Yeah. Then I would like to jump out a window in this room. Say it out loud. It's for making pamphlets with, basically. Like I want to make something that I can spread around the city. That's like a tangible object that has like information on it, or just like ideology on it.
Okay,
and you can put ink on fabric.
I can see you going in a good direction with the intention of this. As a player, I am skeptical that I kind of think that getting caught with one of these things will be a death sentence to whoever holds it. But let's try it.
You can also write something on a sheet and hang it up on a building for everybody to see.
All right.
Yeah. I've written bedding down in my storage compartment. And then I would like to be out of this room.
Yeah, I think you just like dive out the window.
Yeah, just like pop open a window and bounce.
I think if you try to open a window, you shatter it anyways.
Sure. I'll just go through it.
Yeah, you like go to fall out the window, and then you like hang in the air, and then you start to overheat, and then you start falling.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Yeah, you can hover in the air too. Like you can't move anywhere.
No, yeah, I can be there for a little bit.
Yeah, you like fall into a dumpster.
Cool. Love to fall into dumpsters in Roma games.
You eagle dive out the window, but instead of onto hay, you eagle dive onto trash.
You didn't know that we were going up, huh?
No, I didn't.
This dystopian Assassin's Creed.
I mean, could I attempt to find them?
I mean, you know where they're at. They're on. I was just.
They're on the
instigating
roof
some
of the
time.
building that you're in.
Yeah.
I was going to say
I
that
mean,
while this was happening, Jack, you have come back and like met in the middle with Ricardo.
Mhm.
I think you two see Hila as she's like diving out a window.
Mhm. But your goal right now is to
get away,
get away
head
and go down, right?
and south.
Okay.
South and down.
Mm-hmm.
Rightcha.
Sure. I mean, I'll say to them like, get a head start. I'll catch up
Yeah,
once I'm cool.
Once you're done melting this dumpster.
Yeah.
I think whatever's in it like catches fire.
Oh god.
Not enough to harm you.
Sure.
Because it is all your heat, but still.
Yeah.
It is unpleasant. It's like smoldering underneath you.
Sorry about the grease fire, everybody.
Oh, that probably smells terrible.
Yeah.
Luckily, your storage is fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sealed.
And we ignore how clothes work. They enter hammer
You can make
space.
me get new clothes if you want.
Enter hammer space. They enter hammer space when they're not being used.
Okay. That's fair.
Um,
I'll accept this. I'm just telling you, you can take my clothes away and I won't be mad.
I just don't want the logistics of every time you guys have a fight, you have to get new clothes.
Sure. Doesn't have to be every time. Anyway, I won't argue.
Yeah. Are you two meteoring out of here? How are you two moving?
Yeah, meteor seems like a good idea.
Gotcha.
Or peach gliding.
Peach gliding.
Yeah. Keep in mind, on top of the fact that you can like basically float, you also have super legs. So like lock arms, jump.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I have to teach Talbot to start believing.
Harbuck's a believer.
You can fly. You can fly. You can fly.
All right.
That's what the confluence of ideas reminded me of.
I think as you jump over this like makeshift checkpoint on your way down, looking out for a. When does that? That's Ricardo's. I think I can hear your fan.
Oh, sorry.
I think there's like an arc of cog fire around you, and off of like Ricardo's sick new armor, it's just like pinging off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At the range that they're at, even their like upgraded stuff is just pinging off of you.
Yeah, it loses enough momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, you make sight on. I think you are. You have been spotted. So, I think you can feel the attention of that citizen on you, but you quickly like disappear from view as you like fly down into the street, landing near a subway exit. Catches up to you promptly.
Yep. Zip, 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 zap, top. What's up? What's up, boys?
Yo.
Zip the top.
Sorry about the little detour.
You had to get her blankets.
Yep.
You had to get her
Uh-huh.
blankie.
Gotta get my blankie. Gotta be cozy.
Okay.
Right. I think we're gonna take a break for now. Come back when you're underground.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
And we're back from break. You guys are in the train zone. You're under the
Yep.
ground.
Yes. Yes.
There and in.
I mean, our goal is just to, like, raise some hell, right?
No, our goal is to, like, our initial goal is to listen for the direction of troop movement because they had found him last time we checked. We need
Okay.
to check the book again and see if we learned anything new.
Right.
We consult the book.
The tome.
Okay. It hasn't been that long. I think the state has not changed yet. I think if you were to wait like 20 minutes, it would change. Or like 10 minutes.
We're
That is
still
good
in-
information. That means that whatever direction if we can hear troops moving in a direction, that's the direction he's in, and that'll give us our real heading.
What I'll say is you are getting into this tunnel meta knowledge, but I'm giving it to you.
Yeah.
You're getting in this tunnel at about the same time as they are getting in these.
Yeah.
You know, like from the surface, the ones that are dispatched where the guy is. No,
Are there any
ran there.
Are there any crenellations on the top of the tunnels?
Any what?
They're arched.
You know, they're arched. Okay.
On the ground, it's arched. Stable.
Okay. I was looking for some kind of like place that we could stash Danny so that he could like drop in on some dudes because he can make himself fully weightless at will.
Mm.
Yeah, you could point your gravity like gravity rock. And you're also like 4 tons almost. Like weigh a shit ton.
Goddamn.
You can like kill someone by just falling on them. So an opposite force.
Mhm.
You can kill someone with your car, but it breaks your car.
Yeah. But you can also make your legs immune to falling damage.
That's true. Now this is the funny exploit version.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever been kicked at terminal velocity by a 4-ton bullet?
You combust.
Yeah, you'd melt before you get like, yeah.
A fine spray.
Mhm.
Hey, I would like to trace this tunnel that way in.
Trace the tunnel?
Mm.
Tunnel's right there.
Read trace.
Trace. When you consult your accumulated knowledge, the host will tell you something interesting about the subject. The subject being this area we're in right now.
Before that goes through, I want to make a suggestion that maybe outline is a little better when we're trying to like you would have to have a question behind this. You don't just
hmm
Like, how much do you know about the? Because the answer of what usefulness we get out of it is going to be determined by what you already know about the terrain lines, and you can. That's going to be a hard ask.
Yeah. I was like looking at outline. I guess I focused too hard on like discerning lies from truth.
I
I
think
don't think anybody's trying to lie to us.
and I think your trace is like, are you just trying to find the guy?
Yeah, like I'm trying to like discern what direction he might have gone in.
Okay.
Like where it would make sense for him to go.
Gotcha. You have a way to give yourself advantage. I say leaning across the table.
I don't. My calculus does not apply to this situation.
What I'm looking for is like we know the direction that the entry to the previous train the entryway that he took, we know what direction that was angled, so we can make an inference about what direction, like north, south, east, west, etc., that his train line would have been going, and like look for an intersection
Yeah.
with that, because that's what we're really here for.
Mm-hmm.
And try to discern something from that, get to that place, and then
hey guys, you know what they have in train platforms?
Maps.
There you go. I didn't have to say it.
Yeah.
excellent.
I know because I took a train recently in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Cool. You've also been to New York.
Yes. Yes, I have.
You've also
I've been.
You've been on this subway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take advantage. Roll connection. Or roll for trace. Which is connection. Should be.
I have 5 in that, so I was trying to leverage it as well.
I see.
Yeah. I figured as much. I figured if you're pushing for a certain word, that means, oh, that's my good stat.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah, you have advantage. Map.
Yeah.
And also,
yeah.
you have a map.
Space ADV would give it to you.
What is that number?
That's a 13.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what is that number?
Oh! It's just a 6 crossed off.
Yeah, the 6 crossed
That
out.
looked weird. That looked weird at this zoom.
Uh-huh.
Breakthrough. Yeah.
It looked like a dia or like
Okay.
an apple.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say that, he was on a train line that was like a fork, basically. It like forks off of a central loop around that like originally went around like Central Park. And, I'm gonna say you're on that loop now.
Mhm.
You're a little bit farther south. He probably would run up that fork and get to where it meets the loop, and then from there, you can't really tell where he goes. So you got to head north on this line.
Okay. We chose the opposite direction. So now we make some noise.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a bomb?
I mean, you guys are pretty quick.
Not anymore.
The guy.
Um.
I think you can try to catch up.
You know what? Yeah.
You know where
Yeah,
his
actually,
junction meet.
Hey, you know who's the quickest?
Hey.
Also, Sheila, I think your camera's off.
Sheila's
No, it's
camera
fine.
is on. For me.
That's for
it
you.
is.
Okay,
No,
well then I'm the weird one. Just move on without me.
Yeah, I can. Do we want to try to find him? Like, is that our goal?
That is our primary goal.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
This individual needs protecting.
Yeah. Okay. Tell you what. If
Ricardo?
This individual.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What did you think?
I heard a
I
name,
said-
but I was like, what?
Oh no, I
Never
said this
mind.
individual. Yeah.
Deciduo.
It is me, your tree wizard Deciduo.
The Dendromancer Deciduo.
Yeah. That's my next character. Okay. Here's what I tell the boys. I'm gonna go try to find him. You guys stay here and try to divert as much attention as possible. If we can't meet back up, we have a home base.
Yeah.
And then I'm gone.
Okay. Sheila.
Yeah.
Full instigation.
Yeah, okay. First roll of the night.
Do you have anything to give you advantage?
My fucking fast ass legs.
That would help. Anything else that would give you advantage? Getting a guaranteed success right now would be really good.
Shit. Map? Can I say map?
You have a direction to run in.
Yeah, okay.
That's not what you're trying to figure out.
Okay.
Trying to run
Huh.
faster.
My catalyst doesn't really work. Trying to run faster.
Read your catalyst.
Cut the evil out by the root.
That sounds like the goal of this guy. Like,
Yeah, but is the
see me on the news is something that a bomber says.
Yeah. But I don't know if the Bro, what do you think?
We're gonna blow shit up. That's
I don't think that works for catching up to a guy
okay.
like, running after it.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I did not try to
Other
argue for
things
it.
that okay, so other things that help in an instigating way.
I mean, I could fever, but when I get there, I would be overheated, which is interesting, but potentially bad. I could like fever and actually instigate the time stop and run as fast as I can in time stop, and I could probably get like half a mile in like a second.
You can go pretty hard.
You think you could grind on the rails? You think that would be
Yeah,
faster?
like this is
shit.
we wound up in the same spot. Yeah, rail grind like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Ratchet and
You have
I
yours,
mean-
I have mine.
I mean, hey. What do we think?
Hey, guess what those rails are?
Electrified?
They're electrified.
Because they're fucking train line? Yeah. Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Do
Um,
you want to use those in order to give yourself some power?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You touch the rails. As long as you are touching the rails, double your energy output.
okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I just get to have... Yeah, cool. Yeah. Does that give me an advantage?
Yes.
Then I run very fast over there.
Okay, you're going to run very fast on these rails. Not even
Yes.
well. That's how fast
Cool.
that you run.
Yep. Thanks.
Okay, so Sheila takes the fuck off.
Yeah.
What are you two doing? Because like
The vision,
I'll tell you.
the vision that I have in my
you
head
guys
for
cannot
Sheila
keep up.
cruising. Yeah. The
We
vision I have
cannot.
in my head for Sheila cruising is soul power from Static Shock.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
You think
What
you
are
think
we
I
doing?
could you think I could break like collapse the entryway with my big ass sword? With my heavy ass sword?
When you just went.
No, yeah, like just like collapse it behind us so they can't enter.
I'm worried about damaging this stuff, but Yeah, why not? L- do you propose that, or do you just go for it?
I am proposing it.
I'm gonna at your proposal, I'm gonna do a tap. Tap. Act quickly. Don't cede the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I
As a
do it.
request from
Wubba, I
Jack.
do it. I do it. I just destroy. I take my big ass sword and I collapse the entranceway behind.
Yeah,
them.
I think you just like cleave out the like a pillar.
Now, is
Tell it
this
like
closing the door behind you? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
they can't
Okay.
follow you.
Interesting.
Are you guys just gonna be taking off after Sheila and then whatever starts chasing them and try to head that off?
My intention was to get to an intersection and then, because they have to go north.
Mm-hmm.
We entered from the south of them. There's going to be an intersection there where they are moving through. We are going to kill whoever's at that intersection.
Okay. So gotcha. You're watching their holding the line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like covering
yeah.
covering the flank. Yeah.
Hold the line to the end of the line.
All right. I think you guys take your way up there. You're going slower
Yeah.
than Sheila, so Sheila, you're on your own.
That's cool.
I'm gonna say, like, as we're running in this direction, or Danny is falling, I guess I'm going to say to him, like, I understand what you were doing. That may have been unwise for the sake of the city. We will have to live here after, but we'll make do. And then just like going.
I take a mental note of that. That was a key moment. That's in the vault. That's in the vault.
That one's going in the vault.
Yeah. Okay. I want to take everybody's attention and put it on Astro Boy right here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
And you know how he's flying, like forwards.
Yeah. Are you doing the opposite of that?
Hold on. I'm doing this. Like I'm like like going down a chute. Like a gravity chute. I'm like hands at my sides, and I'm like moving like that, feet face down the train track.
Oh yeah, you're doing like a dive from a helicopter that they train you to do in the military, where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
just jump feet first.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom zoom.
You drag it off to the left. All right, yeah. Y'all are heading that way. Okay, Sheila, you are running. You're running fast enough.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
I was going to say you run fast enough to like compress air in front of you, and like sound is hitting you at like higher pitches than you're used
Fuck
to.
yeah.
It like takes you like you have to like adjust your sensors to like get it back in
Yeah.
tune. You identify a noise ahead of you. It's the noise of an engine.
Yeah.
And it is like roaring down the tracks away from you, but you're catching up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Pass that junction, and that you come up on your right, and
Yeah.
then there's a like dip down into the left as it like tries to go underneath the park. Like the subway like dips down lower a little bit.
Yeah.
And then
Is that actually how it works in real life?
I don't know.
Okay. You
Cool.
you just said it in a way where it sounded like that was like real life. But okay. Like it's just such a specific detail. I thought you were pulling from
I love specific details.
reference. I know. Keep talking.
And you like head down this like slope, and as you do, up ahead of you, there's like a straightaway that goes underneath the park. You can see a like singular tail light, and you catch up to it like pretty quickly. This dude is there. There is a man. He is riding a motorcycle down here.
Yeah. Fuck
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, he is.
You run up like alongside him on like a parallel track.
Yeah. I think I'll just give. I want to give him like a
As you like catch,
like a big wave.
as you like catch up to him.
Yeah.
I think when you do you do that, right?
Yeah.
In his so you're up on his like left side, right? He's in the like right.
That's what I was imagining. Yes.
He's in the rightmost like the rightmost line. He's just like you know how if you go fast enough over bumps, you just like don't even hit them. You don't even like sink down.
just
into them.
Yeah.
So he's just like skipping between those like crossbeam sections.
Cool.
Like zooming at like I think you don't
The
have a
minimum
speedometer.
speed for that kicking up is 90 miles an hour. That's the minimum for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mythbusters.
like you are going like 90 miles an hour right now. Which you don't have a speedometer, but you can spy it on his handlebars. He has a speedometer.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, you pull up and then you wave at him. And from his right hand like levels a shotgun over his left arm.
That's like two hands up, like whoa.
He fires.
Okay, I you know what I do? I stop moving.
No, hold on. I'm storytelling. Give me a.
Okay. Okay.
That hot cook.
Interesting.
I think this is done. This is a connection roll.
Yeah.
This feels right. That not go. Oh, it's an exclamation point.
Yes.
It's an exclamation point.
I hate it.
Because nothing can ever be easy. They can't just code it with multiple ways.
Yeah, it happens. Bam. That's a dirty 20. That's a dirty 20.
I don't want him to shoot me.
Sheila.
Yeah.
The shot misses you.
Okay. Yeah.
As it and like coming up on the rail behind you. There in the shadows there is that same cog that same citizen that was following you before from the tree line.
Ooh.
You see like the pellets fly past you as you're like nearly as like your legs. I think you like reflexively activate your legs. I think that's what you do. So because you expect to be shot at, but then you see the pellets like fly past you. They fly into like the darkness to the left of you, and then they like collide with something that is following you or like following him. And like sparks fly, and you see it like trip and stumble, and you guys are still like running with momentum, but you only have like a few seconds before you overheat.
Right.
Yeah, but that was some actual damage. You rolled a dirty 20. I mean, it's a normal gun, but that helps.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Congrats, big guy.
Hitting 20 is pretty good.
That's pretty much what he needs.
He may have done 2 damage.
Oh my god.
Correct.
It's not nothing.
That's not nothing, but that's enough to make a guy trip. That's enough to make a guy trip.
Yeah.
Trying to kill you. I think he shouts over the wind at you, and like you have to kind of strain. You have to strain your ears to hear him. But he's but he has like a double-barreled shotgun. He's still like pointing it at you, and he says, "And which one are you?"
Sheila.
You called us on the radio. You need to tell him that.
I think getting a human name is like more appropriate.
Yeah.
Then I think.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
He heard all of our voices.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I think with that he flips down his like he has like a cut off double barrel.
Yeah.
And it like the two shells like scatter out behind you.
Yeah.
And then he puts it in a holster down below, and he's like loading it with one hand.
The boys aren't fast enough to keep up, but I thought I might keep you company.
I think you hit the ramp on the other side of the park.
Yeah.
You're gonna overheat soon. You need to tell him to stop if you want him not to fly off ahead.
I mean, yeah, I'll just say, but I need a second to catch my breath if you still want an escort.
I think he like slows down, like he and he like I think he slows down, and like it starts to get like really jumpy, and he just like pops it up onto one of the rails in order to like keep it more stable. Rubber tires don't conduct electricity, so
it's true. Yeah, I'll run as far as I can.
Yeah, I think he stops, but is still on his bike, like leaning, and at this point you have overheated to like he slows to a stop like 100 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
And like you're in like a dark tunnel, and he and like you can't make him out. He doesn't glow like you do.
Right.
You know, you have a big engine in you. You have a lot of light.
Yeah, we're like Dark Souls NPCs, where we just like exude a little ring of
yeah,
not NPCs but PCs.
Yeah, like you can see where his like headlight is, or like his tail light. And he turns around to you and says, "That thing's still coming." And you like and you turn around as you're like overheating, and you can see it's like like off in the distance there's like that same single red light. It's like farther back in like the dark tunnel. You're standing at like the top of the slope, and it's down at like the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like standing in shadow looking at you. It's not coming any closer.
Okay.
It's just like eyeing you up.
Yeah, I'll say to our friend here, do you know what his power is?
I think that that light, that like red eye that it has, goes out as you're in overheat.
Yeah.
That's
a problem.
Hey, Sheila, roll connection. You have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Try to keep track of this guy.
Can I give you something that might dissuade the disadvantage?
Sure. You try.
I deploy my sword, which burns with golden light.
That doesn't help you here. You have some light around you.
Okay.
All right. Is there a reason Try to think of a reason that like a big material swing as to why. Nah, I got nothing.
Me neither.
Here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'll tell you, Sheila. You're currently rolling. If you roll good, I will take away this guy's advantage he's about to have against you.
We have night vision.
I mean, yeah. Do we? I thought we did have night vision.
You do
but-
have like night vision. For some reason, down here, like looking down back where he was, like you're used to being able to see in the dark in like even in like absolutely minimal. Like you've been down in these tunnels before.
Yeah.
And you can see like in the direction of the biker, he had like you can still see his outline, and like if you focused, you could see him and probably like make out his face even.
Right.
But when you look in the direction of the cog chasing you, it is pitch black.
Darkness Man.
I think Shadow Man is a ninja.
Smoke Man.
Hmm.
Oh, big and red, huh? I was gonna do a quick Google search. No,
You still have to roll.
I know.
You're holding us all up.
Okay. I don't know if the syntax will work, but yikes!
Yikes!
One.
That's a critical fail.
Yeah, that's bad.
You know, you're rolling to get rid of his advantage. I think a critical fail is that he succeeds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah. Fuck me up.
So I think you're like standing near a train platform, kind of like you're stopped at a train platform and you're overheated. The biker is like past you. He's a bit of a ways away. The area around you is like glinting with light from your sword and from your core. And as this and you're trying to search for this thing, like you're trying to put your senses out there, and it, suddenly you see like the edge of your light, like it gets enveloped, and then like it is being like deleted as if by like a like it is the light itself is being eaten up, and
Okay.
suddenly you are in total darkness. You are blind.
Okay.
And you feel something rip at your arm.
Shit.
You like swing with your other hand in an attempt to like grab or like push back, but it happens all at once and too quick for you to react. When you come back to, they are standing on the like on top of the platform, or like on the platform you see like an orb of shadow like moving like against the walls and the ceilings, like dashing, and it's going for the exit. You are standing there without your sword.
Oh boy.
What do you do? Do you want to go after the sword, or do you want to stay here? You're currently overheated. You know what? I'll be nice. I'll be nice, and I'll say, you're currently overheated. You still have 3 power, so you can still move. You're touching the train line. Actually, no.
Okay.
I'll say that you could I'll say that you could fever right now. You could fever right now to move, because you didn't fever
Okay.
to move before.
Okay, I do.
Okay. Are you going after this guy, or I think your biker friend has failed as soon as he saw that thing was still chasing you.
Yeah. That sword's really fucking important. I'm getting it.
All
I
right.
have a proposition for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you're still powered, you fever, you juice your legs, and then you leap off, going you leap off and then turn yourself sideways, so you're heading this way. So you're using your body as a projectile into this guy sideways.
That works for me.
Just fuck him up.
Just elbow drop onto him. Yeah.
Okay. Roll instigation.
Yeah. Elbow drop at super speed. Yeah.
On you roll. I think the advantage of you having super speed and the disadvantage of he's
It being a cloud of darkness.
he's a big cloud. He's a cloud of darkness moving quick.
Yeah.
I think those about cancel out. So
Yeah.
straight roll instigation, and we'll
Fine
see
by
if
me.
you hit him.
15.
15. All right. Here's what I think. What's your other arm, by the way?
Empty.
Empty. Okay, so you have no arm.
Correct. I have no weapons. I'm just like going in for like the fucking elbow drop.
Okay. You're not gonna be doing like any damage.
Yeah.
Really. If you're wondering how
I mean,
much,
not even 0.1.
I was going to say, if you're wondering, you do 0.1 when you're unarmed. But
Yeah.
that's a pretty desperate scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Does it change at all that this is a unarmed attack at super speed?
No. Here's what I think.
Okay.
Here's what I think. I think you like dash towards this guy and you like reach for and you grab like just grab at whatever you can as like falling into this cloud.
Yeah.
I think you like reach out and grab a piece of cloth
Oh,
that is
interesting.
like trailing behind him, and you
Mhm.
like tear it.
Yeah.
But you miss him. I'll say you get like a sheet of paper sized cloth like torn from him. And he like stops as he's dashing like up the stairs and like turns and like looks at his cloak, which is torn. He like lifts an arm up and looks at it, and
Yeah.
the chunk you're holding in your hand, like is like holding a television screen. Like it's like staticking and then like going back to like pure invisible.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
I think he sees that you've like torn his cloak, and his cloak is like spritzing out also.
Mm-hmm.
And he like looks at you and then is like still holding your whole hand in his, and then he like thinks better of it and then like dashes out through the exit. You are overheated.
Now, hold on. I'm just. Here's what I'll say. Can he move as fast as me to have all that reaction time?
He is really fast. He's not as fast as you are, but you are overheated. And
But I wasn't when I powered my legs to stop time.
yeah, you were you were aiming for a hard target.
Okay.
You broke his cloak. That's what I gave you.
Right.
Because I thought giving you back your sword on a 15
Is too easy on a it's too easy right after I lose it. I agree. I'm just making sure that I'm understanding that this guy is moving close to my speed.
Yeah, he's really fast.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And remember when I
He
said
was
they
keeping up
prob-
with you for a short while. He was
Mhm.
yeah, I think
Well,
yeah, your swords are taken.
damn.
remember when I said they probably don't have somebody as fast as that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You can add that to your storage cloth.
Okay.
If you want, here I'll give you the name. It's fragment of a chameleon's cloak. I won't give you what the part does, but you could probably figure it out.
How do I use this to my advantage? How do I use a scrap of like inviso cloth?
Yeah, how do you use an Inviso handkerchief?
Yeah.
You need a smaller frame. That's what you need. You need to get real.
Or you just hold it out. You know, if you hold it out farther, it covers up more of you.
That's true. You need to walk
Like-
around with a really big stick.
Like there's this versus that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So did this guy go off chasing after the guy or go in a different direction?
No, he left once you showed up.
Mhm.
Got shot, and then that staggered him, and then he saw that you were there, and then he went, ooh, you have something more important.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we chase after him?
You guys aren't there right now.
No, we're diverting attention.
Yeah. Hey guys, you two. You two are. You make it to that crossroads, I think. You're waiting for whatever's coming, in order to buy some time?
I thought we were gonna run directly into some guys because they, like, because of the difference in distance.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like. I was going to say you get there a few seconds before guys show up. Like you hear them coming.
Okay. All right. Top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Like one of you is just standing on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm looking for cover and to shoot from.
Okay. We'll just,
I'm
if there's an
I'm
intersection of a train line, probably a train platform right there.
Works for me.
You invent a train. We invent a train platform and put one there. Someone add it to the map.
I'm gonna use the step up from the platform going down to the rails as the cover.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like when they like hit the bottom, I'm going to like pop out from a corner. So I've got this covered and this covered, and it's just like I peek out and I shoot and I can.
Mm-hmm.
I have the ability at least to duck back to avoid fire.
Yeah. You take cover as you like.
I would like to be at the ceiling of the entrance. I want to ambush them from behind when they all come in.
Yeah. Like in the intersection, you want to stand like around the corner. I imagine.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Pick your positions, and you can hear of a train coming. when the source of the noise comes into vision from place that you were from the place that you're like watching, there's like a very sudden turn, and like around the corner is like there is that big red guy, and he is like standing on the front of one of those executioner cars.
These are different guys.
Mm-hmm.
2 guys. I knew this episode was gonna have 2 guys in it. I fucking knew it.
2 guys.
I don't know who wants to take the first hit. I feel like Ricardo gets the first hit because he's the one who's like the most in stealth right now.
Man, I'm thinking about doing something so risky.
Do it.
This is gonna suck if I fail, but go big or go home. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for like the train to like be right under me, and I want to drop and like stealth attack from above. I want to stealth attack him from above.
Okay. I think your best bet is to like you like hook your sword at like a 45-degree angle towards the ground and towards them as they like come by, so that you like fully impale like like having a guy impaled from his like shoulder to his hip onto like this train car. Are you going for the guy, or are you going for the thing that he's riding, the execution?
I'm going for red guy.
Red
guy is a threat.
Okay.
Red guy needs to be eliminated.
Red guy is a threat. He's got big armor.
Go ahead and hit him with like, if this is within your zone, like multiple times gravity.
I want. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want to multiply the gravity. Like I want to fall with like instant acceleration.
That sounds pretty instigation-y. Not gonna lie.
So there's like this power is so creative. Like,
and I can think of at least 2 advantages here. One being the gravity acceleration multiplier, and the other being the stealth of the attack.
Yep.
You still have to roll for damage, but you can roll with double advantage.
So I'm just rolling for damage now then, right?
Yeah, you're rolling double advantage to get the damage.
Yeah, and then we'll work out what that is from there. Now, don't roll 3 bad dice.
Yeah, please don't. Oh, I forgot to add my. So this is instigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do like 3d20 and we'll figure it out. You still have a d20 left.
Yeah. Throw a d20 on that.
Hey, Ricardo, you're supposed to roll another one. I don't know if you knew that.
Now Ricardo, tell Ricardo that he's supposed to roll another one. Then we'll have completed the circuit.
It's no. It's just Danny's 2 other heads.
Of course.
Okay, just our regular d20. No multipliers, right?
Okay, you got a 13. You got a 13 plus 3. That is like pretty shitty, honestly.
I mean, 16. It's only got a plus 3.
16 by itself is the average of an advantage roll.
But what's his fucking weapon deal?
1?
My weapon has
1, right? It's 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. All right, I'm gonna flip a coin. One or two. What does it hit? What's 1 and what's 2? You tell me, Ricardo.
What's 1 and what's 2?
It's either the executioner car underneath him, or it's the guy, the big red guy. This is gonna do a lot to one of them. I'm letting you decide, heads or tails. Who's number 1 and who's number 2?
One is the train car.
Done.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
You hit him.
Yeah.
Hit big man. Okay. Yeah, you are like, I imagine you like sync up your vision with Jack's vision, because Jack like sees him. Jack is watching them come and is like preparing a shot. And like that's how you get like a perfect timing on it. All right. You land a huge downward impale, like right into this guy. Let's see. Hit him for 16.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. He's not like almost dead.
Cool.
I'm gonna say you take one of his arms off. Like you just take it off, and his
Cool. What?
and his core is exposed. Yeah. So you plunge into him, and like he lets out like a very dramatic cry, and he had but you like cleave into his chest, like right on his heart, and like take out and like rip his arm off as the train like pushes him past you, and kind of like leaves you like spinning in the air in zero gravity. His arm like slides off of your sword and like lands in the ground with like a huge thunder. As yeah, it's his fist is. It looks like his fist is like separate from his arm because it like rolls out of it.
Okay.
And it's like when it's balled up, it's like a wrecking ball.
Mm.
But when it's depowered, it's not attached. Yeah. Here, I'll give you his. Here you go. Here's what this does. If you want to put it on, it's pretty good for you, actually.
Man, what the
Oh.
hell?
Cool.
This guy is huge. This guy is huge as fuck. You took one of his arms off.
Jesus Christ. Hell yeah, I'm putting that on.
Yeah, I think you like grab that with your second arm. I didn't actually think that we would get to be fighting this guy this episode. Let alone did I think you'd immediately take his extra arm. I was like, oh yeah, this guy, he's gonna take yours. No.
No.
Yeah, he you equip his arm into like your left arm. Now you have like a single red arm that gives you some armor. It would encumber you if you didn't negate all gravity of all your parts. It just has 0.8 damage on it, and also, if you miss, you do half damage.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, this guy is nuts.
How much power does it take?
It doesn't take any power. It just encumbers
God
it.
damn, because it's just an object.
Yeah, it's just a really heavy fist. Yeah, I think he tumbles off the side of the train with that. Jack, do you want to aim for him or do you want to aim for the car?
I think Ricardo, yank his heart out. I'm gonna shoot the car.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, you want to shoot that car now? I feel like that makes sense.
Yes.
We're in like a surprise round, kind of.
Yeah. All right.
It's just a connection roll. You have advantage. You know that they're coming, and they're a train. It's hard to miss. It's just how much power can you put into it.
All right.
Dude, encumbered is crazy.
Yeah. It's like, what if I just used nothing that was powered and I was just encumbered all the time?
Advantage sometimes actually works to your advantage.
Yeah.
24, which is 12 damage.
Ooh.
Cool.
That's a Mega Buster shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 12 damage to like the face of this train. I think that's enough to like, you damage it quite a bit. You like fuse some of its parts together on the front.
If it's a, I didn't say this before, but if it's a cog, I'm trying to destroy its weapon. Like I know that I can't use it. I'm trying to destroy the weapon.
Okay. How these things work is that they are like they're folded up. They look like a train, and then when they have to unfold.
Gotcha.
Like a transformer, and then they like kind of stand up, and they're a torso.
Yeah. All right.
So, like I said, you like hit the front of it, and its parts kind of like weld together a little bit, and it like screeches to a halt, like shooting past you. And then it like spin around, and then like strain, and then rip the like melted metal apart as it pulls itself apart, or it like pulls its arms open. Yeah, it has that same like it has like those same like arc hands. It has that arc reactor on its hand that like is like shooting lightning. And yeah, it also has that big old core that you can see. It's like that basically like in its where its stomach would be as it's like riding on a train rail. Right. This thing's gonna shoot back at you.
Okay.
Doesn't it doesn't have connection, so that's its good drawback.
It doesn't have connection.
0. Thank you. Wow, that's shit. Take some very minor 1 lightning damage.
Okay.
As like, I think we're gonna roll that as, yeah, I think you fucked it up and broke its arm.
Excellent.
All right, it's just got a hand now. It's not gonna do a follow-up attack because it's just a hand.
Cool.
I think it's like it like grabs the side. I think it like grabs the wall and like buries its hand in it to stop faster. It's gonna make a pass at you in a second, but it is stuck to rails and it doesn't have a gun anymore. So, all right. Ricardo.
I had a part move left.
Oh, did you?
Because I only fired the gun.
Oh, do you have a second one?
Yeah, I'm.
The second one.
I think I'm gonna
like not melee.
Yeah, I was because I haven't moved, so
you haven't moved.
no tread action has been taken,
True.
And I feel like if I get all the way up to the guy and do a melee, it's gonna that's gonna be bad. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like I'm gonna reposition actually. I'm gonna taunt him. I'm gonna taunt him and it'll be like, "Hey, come get me." And step up onto the train platform so that he has to like get to the train platform and then reach in, meaning that even if he gets me, his back will be exposed to the rest of the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
That's my strategy.
I think that's a solid strategy. All right, going back to you, Pardo. This guy is on the ground. You make out marking. It's like across the like left half of his chest.
Mm-hmm.
L004. I know that only Tarbot cares about the number, but I gotta get
Yes.
it to him.
No, I care about the numbers too.
Yeah.
I also called it.
Is this Bomb Man?
Guts man.
It's Guts Man.
Yeah, I'm like over him,
Guts.
and I have my sword, like right over his core, right ready to like finish him.
Yeah.
But like before I do, I ask him if he has a name.
I think he looks up at you, and he says, "You're not Knight. Knight would never forget my name."
Whoa.
Mm,
That's metal as fuck.
Who are you?
it does not matter anymore. You're dead. I drop the sword and I take a dive just in case he's like, just in case. No, I drop the like metal thing out of my new arm. Like to crush his core, and I take a dive just in case he explodes.
Smart.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you smash his core. He doesn't get any dialogue. No talk, no Kitsu, man. So his I'll say that he yeah, I think he starts to I think you drop it on him, and this is enough to disable him. His generator is like on the fritz, and like you can tell it's going to explode. Do you want to use that to your advantage at all?
Yank it out and throw
Yeah,
it at the cog.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you have a whole turn, so like
Yeah, I wanna like yank it out and like take a shot as it's like coming back.
yeah, I think he like yells as you rip it out, and like halfway through you pulling it out, he like depowers and just cut off, goes limp, and you like pull it out with your like new red arm, and then you like huck it.
Shot put.
Not put. Yeah, he has like his generator looks it is like constructed. It is like bivalval. It looks like a heart.
Mm.
It has like two hemispheres. Yeah, you pitch it at the exterminator cog. I'm gonna say it has his like back turned to you, or because it's looking at Jack. I don't know, roll connection or something.
Or something.
You just shot putting it, so
Other channel.
other channel.
Other
Yep.
channel. That's
You were
very
typing
true.
it into herd mentality, not the system.
Very true. Very true.
Oh.
Jeez, bro.
Man, you have the shittiest rolls possible.
I'm telling you, this cog hates me. This cog
Dice,
has a personal vendetta.
Dice Cog really don't like Ricardo.
Dice Cog is a Drake fan, bro.
Yeah, whatever. It gets there. It gets there. I'm just gonna say it gets there, and then like it just like rolls across its like flatbed, or the bed of its platform, and it turns to look at it, exposing its, and then in the core explodes, arcs to the big boy, and then it also overloads itself. Probably, let's just say it blows it off, because why not? It blows it clean off, and it rolls back onto the other rails. The platform wheels of the train platform is still there though.
That'll be handy.
I offer this to you. I offer you an accord.
We have
All
a
right.
vehicle.
So I hop on to the train to the flatbed.
Yeah,
And
just
I'm
the
like-
wheels.
I beckon you to and say, bring him, and then I go as though I'm gonna crack my neck, and then I remember, and then I crack, and there's the twang. And then I'm like, close enough counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. All right, let's go.
So you're loading up. You're loading up guts over here.
Yeah, I've got one arm on guts, one arm on some greeble or something like that, and I'm like, okay, now can you make yourself fall in the direction that we need to go?
Okay.
You.
I was saying that you were
Okay.
gonna plug into this platform and drive it.
Oh yeah, because it's an empty thing. We can take the wheel.
Yeah, it is a docile
wait,
machine.
Wait. You think if I connect to it, my gravity will extend to it?
It's worth a shot.
All the internets are being very weird.
Take the
Yeah.
wheel. Yeah.
Take the wheel, dude. Roll with it.
I'm.
All right. I think you guys are rolling to catch up with the other two.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to take the wheel. With the strain car, or the strain, and see if my control of gravity will extend to it.
Okay. I think this machine is entirely docile. I think you could just operate it.
Okay, so it's appendage level, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You're not trying to do it at range, and you're not trying to do it to something that is doing something else. You're trying to turn a car on right now.
Okay.
You don't need to roll for
When
that.
when Danny connects to it, does it count as part of himself?
Yes. Because I say yes to stupidity. I do not decline it.
Okay.
If
We'll
you can go off and be Santa Claus if you want.
I can think of stranger things for us to do. Anyway,
I think this makes sense.
This is a
think
one
this
horse
just makes
open
sense.
sleigh if I ever did see one.
Yeah.
Indeed, truly.
all right. Now we can book it down the line and try to catch up to
To Sheila.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or throw the camera back to Sheila, actually, because we took way longer than she did.
I was gonna.
What are you
rule-
doing while we're doing that?
I was gonna rule that when you showed up, I was gonna have well, I think you could show up in a second, but I think there should be a beat. I think giving Sheila a beat.
Yeah.
I kind of want this guy to help to console you a little bit, as weird as that is. I kind of want him to be oh shit, are you all right? No, I want him to gets off his bike and approaches you while you're
Does he-
kind of in a heap.
I mean, does he say exactly that? Are you all right?
Yeah, I think he comes over to you and he said, and he's kind of standing over you. His gun is back on his bike. you see him now in like the full light. He has like a leather jacket and like torn up jeans.
Yeah.
And has like he has some like biker gloves on, and he's like wearing he has a motorcycle helmet.
Mm-hmm. I think
The motorcycle helmet is dark green. If you need to ask for some reason.
Of course. You know, he says...
Yeah, from underneath the helmet, he says, "Are you all right?" And he like extends a hand to you.
He took it. God, I'm a... Ugh. I think she's just like upset at herself. I can't... I need to go.
I think he like kneels down to you because you're like down an arm. Your arm will like come back in a little bit, but like he like kneels down and he puts like a hand on your shoulder, and he says like, "Hey, he's up there. Look."
I think she like pulls away. It's like, I don't need you to tell me to ease up. You don't know what that thing is.
I think you like stand up and like turn your back to him, and you're like looking up the stairs, like
yeah,
in like
still
frustration,
like like heaving.
And he says, "I know what those things are."
What?
Who are you?
He says, "Your name was Sheila, right? My name's Joe." And he like holds out a hand to shake your hand.
Yeah. I'll grab it.
And he asks you, "So, where are your friends?" And then I think that he hears the train coming, and he goes, "Oh shit, we have to go." And then he like runs over to the like edge of the platform.
Yeah.
You guys give any sign?
Yeah, we radio, like when we start moving in your direction, we radio ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That this is what's happening. That it's us that's rolling up.
Yeah, Sheila, do you want to communicate that at all to him?
Yeah, I'll just say like, yeah, it's them. They're on their way.
Yeah.
Wrong thing to say.
Who is them? Which them?
It's the boys.
Pronouns, Sheila. Pronouns, Sheila.
Yeah.
Look, ever since Sheila's self pronouns got weird, they've been hard for her. It's been hard to conceptualize.
Sheila uses my/self pronouns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but only towards Deny.
Right.
That's a situation where it makes sense. Yeah, I think you guys like pull up, and you like like Joe's bike is like stopped in the interim. Anyone have any witty remarks for when you pull into station? Also, wait, no, Jack, you're the one. No, Ricardo, you're the one piloting it, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's too correct. Thank you.
Yup. I do have only the conductor of it.
Yeah. That feels like that should spark an emotion within you a little bit, at least. Do you want to flower? Do you want to give that flower any detail, any water, some fertilizer, some gardening for that emotion?
I'm taken like it takes me back to when I had that like vision when I got invaded by those three dudes. No. It takes me back to when I saw like the vision of the me being the conductor. Yeah. and I
Real.
like, and like, I feel, it also takes me back to when, like, I saw, shit, what was his name? Alpha, like making the critical mistake that like caused all of this. And I like I'm filled with like renewed like determination.
Mm.
Yeah. Anything you want to say?
If you don't say something, Jack's gonna say something stupid.
I look at them. I take off my hat. I tip it towards them. I say, "All aboard for the end of the line."
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack doesn't even try to one up that one. I don't.
Mm-hmm. You know what I got? You know what I got?
What?
I look at Joe and I'm like, hey, nice jacket.
Mm.
All right. We decide on a heading now, or should you decide on a heading in the interim between episodes?
Let's decide on a heading 5 minutes before we hit record on the next episode.
Yeah.
Yay!
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 Self-awareness.
You load Sheila and a bike onto your train.
Yeah.
Does Joe or Sheila have anything to say about the about Guts chilling on the car, like chilling deactivated, dead-eyed, and gray in the face?
I think
What's this for? Spare parts?
I think he looks like if I had a I think he most in my brain he resembles like Big Hero 6 in the big red armor. I think that's what he looks like, but without the dumb
Baymax?
Yeah, Baymax.
Okay.
I think he kind of looks like that. I imagine he's got like the yellow highlights and all that. Probably got like a yellow mono visor.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I'll just say to them, what's this for? Spare parts?
Why? Need some?
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess what we're doing the wind down. So let's see. You got rid of his. So you got both of his hands. He has two of those, by the way.
Mm.
I posted one. I'll just post it again because you have a second one. Because I don't know if anyone else wants something that will encumber them.
I mean,
here's what I'll say. He also has a modification that somebody might want.
what is it?
Because this modification makes his stuff make sense. Magnetic hold.
Melee arms become ranged instead.
Holy shit! Oh my god! Can I please? May I request?
This is meant for you.
Or at least it would have been.
Yeah. No, you get.
I
you
feel
get this.
loss.
You get this, so you could get your lick back.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, can I just equip a fist in this magnetic hold item?
Yeah, it will encumber you.
I mean,
Your legs will take double.
I just won't be able to power them. I just won't be able to fever, and like, I just don't get to time stop right now. But I need the weapon.
All right.
What? I have a question.
It gives you 2 armor when you put it on.
Yeah.
What happens if you put it in storage?
If you put
Are you still encumbered?
the fifth, if you put an encumbered item in storage, you are still encumbered. Yes.
Okay.
So that just makes sense.
It's not Legend of Zelda rules, where the boots are only heavy when you're wearing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Demon's Souls rule, where your encumbrance is also everything in your backpack.
Does Sheila have her arm back yet?
Angela has no arms.
I have a wrecking fist.
Okay, so you like put that on, and I guess as that is happening, I'm like, what happened to you two? Pointing only at you.
There was this, and she like waves around the invisible handkerchief.
Yeah, I think
This-
I'm gonna say that the train is rolling to an indeterminate location that you have decided already. While
This
this conversation is happening.
invisible guy. He took the blade. I feel like an idiot.
Well, it could be worse.
If I cared about it so much, how could I just let it get taken like that?
You are alone. Where you have to remember when like life or death combat. Don't beat yourself up so hard about it. At least you still
Hey.
have your life.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm like, hey, we already won anyway.
Yeah.
I think Joe comes up to you guys and says, "Well, you want to help me with my plan?" And then I want that to be kind of what we ride out on.
Sure.
Hard cut, play outro music.
Hard cut, play outro music. But
Yeah.
What
roundabout.
music is that?
It's roundabout.
Okay,
Play
I see.
roundabout. You're on a roundabout for trains right now.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I did a much better job of hitting my character targets this session.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess byliners.
Byliners in and around the
See
lake.
ya.